Hi. Bet you missed me. Again. I'm OniVin, and I swear I've not forgotten what time is. I swear. I've been busy, with things. In all seriousness, I haven't forgotten about the channel, I promise. I've been trying to figure out how to go about making videos and such, and I think I've possibly settled on a formula, fingers crossed. If things go to plan, I should be a productive little Oni every 2 weeks. Enough about all that though. You're probably here wondering, geez, I wonder what these 3 things Vin loves in art are. Well, wonder no more, my dear friend, as we're about to jump right into it. Art is generally a broad topic, but one thing most people can agree on, creativity is the absolute basis of art. Even if you're painting a bowl of fruit on a canvas, you have to get creative with it. What colors are you gonna use? Will it be watercolor? Perhaps acrylic? What techniques, brushes will you use? There is so much unique choice leading to your goal. Whether you recreate the bowl perfectly or get quirky with it, it still will be a unique painting by you. I believe the creativity in an artist's work is always there, even if it isn't necessarily visible. An artist can choose what feelings, emotion, and level of skill they want to put into their work that day, and said emotion or feeling can be felt by others who view the piece. Creativity doesn't have to accumulate into a masterpiece either. Little doodles of cats and dogs on the side of your math homework is still a form of creativity in my eyes. Creating anything with your hands, and especially collaborating with others to create, is when creativity shines the brightest. Sharing ideas with one another is a key to developing creativity, as 2 minds are better than 1, or however that saying goes. While art and creativity are inherently linked, there is a difference when achieving only art's beauty is the focus. I feel that when art has an absence of creativity, it is simply a dull mimicry. Take AI art, for instance. Pieces produced by AI programs can turn out beautiful, wondrous, maybe of higher quality than some people ever dream of achieving. However, there is no spirit in that piece of work, no life, no creativity. There will be blemishes, warped anatomy, and unexplainable features. The AI can only learn from others and mimic what it's learned, but it has no creativity of its own. It simply follows a prompt its artists give it, churning out a lifeless image of whatever is desired. I can ramble about how much I despise AI art for hours, but for the sake of you, my dear guest, I'll move on. I love being able to look at a piece of art and see not only how long it took to make, but the creative choices the artist made in order to complete it. If it's an OC, I can pick apart inspirations and design choices, and it makes me really giddy. I normally don't actively analyze art, I just look at it, and something clicks in my monkey brain. Then before I know it, I have the happy chemical. Anyways, to wrap it up in a nice little bow, long story short, I think creativity is essential when creating art, and I absolutely adore spotting it in artists' work all around me. Oh boy, a man like me loves his art styles. I've gone through a lot of art style changes throughout the years, but at my youngest, I was always attempting to mimic and copy others. Like the anime style, for example. Recently, I've taken my art style back on its anime round trip, but I'm doing my best to put my own little spin on it. I've been especially having fun drawing different noses and expressions, I feel it helps make me stand out a little more, rather than get lumped into the generic anime style category. There is an inherent want to be unique in your style, and I've felt this pull a lot. At the end of the day though, some people's just look similar, and that's okay. Unique art styles still exist, and when you find them, it's a joyride. I love seeing different art styles because it's a reminder to me that everyone's different and unique. And even if they end up trying to mimic something they've seen, they're still making something of their own, if you get me. No one can truly mimic another's style, as I believe only you have the ability to master how you draw. Editing Vin here. I understand that some people deliberately copy people's art styles. While that's bad, I'm not endorsing it in any way. I'm just saying, like, young people who are just starting out or haven't really found their style yet, it's fine for them to kind of mimic and copy to figure out what they want. But if someone is deliberately just trying to copy somebody else's art style to either harass them or steal their income, that's big no-no, big bad. Don't like that. While I don't have a particular preference of style, others may. People might have a super cartoony and simple style, some chibi, some realistic, some even a combination of several things. Though, to be fair, a lot of art styles are a massive combination of several styles. Mine is on a weird line of anime or manga with hints of cartoony realism, at least in my eyes. No matter what kind of art style you have though, I think it's okay to rummage around and try out new features you want to add to your style. When I was much younger, I wasn't sure how to draw good noses, so instead I opted to draw red triangles like the ones in Animal Crossing. I wasn't sure how to draw arms, legs, fingers, or anything like that either, so my style was very boxy and sharp feeling. It changed over the years, but I still find myself drawing an anime sharply or stiff at times. Symbolism in art is one of those things that makes my brain go bonkers. I don't know why, but I absolutely love learning along the way in a story or video game, for example, and then going off and seeing symbolism in art of the thing, pointing to certain developments or foreshadowing. It makes me go so damn wild with excitement when I notice symbolism. It doesn't have to be something big either. It can be as small as a character referencing an amulet from someone important to them in passing, and then as the story progresses, they're seen wearing it. There's symbolism and visual references in scenes, landscapes, and character designs, and probably a lot more. My favorite is character designs, as it's a way for me to see how said character is progressing through their story, or just how they've changed since their creation. It helps display how the character is as a person as well, like certain clothing or accessory choices can point to different interests, hobbies, and identities. How the character is posed and how they speak is also a nod to their personality, but that's not always the case. I love when people who make characters turn our expectations on our head and make a character who looks evil and dangerous, but actually turn out to be a lovable sweetheart. Shit gets me every time. I tend to lump visual references and symbolism as one, though I don't get it confused with Easter eggs. For example, I like how the game banner for Dragon Age Inquisition has the Inquisitor blasting the demons falling from above, and said blast is shaped like a dragon. I feel it's a very cool, symbolic nod to both the name and the content of the game. Or how in the logo for the Witcher 3 game, the Roman numeral for 3 resembles the leader of the Wild Hunt, Eredin's helmet, and the Wild Hunt's sharp and dangerous aesthetic in general. Or in Journey, how there's a silently told story through, well, a journey, whether on your own or accompanied by a traveling partner. And don't get me started on the symbolism of the FNAF games. That franchise is ripe with symbolism, visual references, and Easter eggs. So many Easter eggs. What I'm trying to say, I suppose, is noticing symbolism in something you're interested in, especially art, is a feeling like no other to me. It's this little sense of discovery or connecting the dots in this, oh my god, that's so cool and interesting moment. And yes, while all of my examples were video games, I say they count as art. It's just art that we all get to participate in and experience at our own pace. I mean, who do you think designed your FPS gun skins? Who do you think made all the sprites in, say, Hollow Knight? Artists. Artists do that. And in collaboration with the game team, they make one big art piece for all to enjoy. I think that's something special. Damn bro, you listen to me literally ramble about things I like that are vaguely associated with art. Thank you. I mean it. While I could easily talk about things that anger or annoy me, I know it's just easy content. We all have a lot of things we dislike, and that's okay. I guess what I want to say is, there should always be a point where we need to step back from absorbing ourselves in things we hate and pay attention to what we adore instead. It's healthy, trust me. That's not to say being angry at things is unhealthy. There's just a limit you gotta have, you know? Thank you bunches for getting to the end of the video. I normally don't ask this stuff because, honestly, I feel it's pushy if it's in every single video. However, it would actually be a massive help if you could like and subscribe, maybe even share. Commenting helps a lot too. I love to see discussions spark from my opinions. Oh, did I mention all of this was my opinion? Oopsie. Well, now you know that. All I've said today is my opinion, so if you want to add on to something in the comments below, that'd be wonderful. See you soon. Oni out. There is a difference when achieving our